Hey, Dr. Charles here from LifeBoost Coffee. With more than 1 billion regular coffee drinkers around the world, there is no doubt that coffee is one of the most loved beverages out there. Besides giving us the strength to take on the day and give it our best, coffee offers plenty of health benefits. Being a natural stimulant, coffee improves our cardiovascular functioning while lowering the chances of respiratory disease, strokes, and infections. Coffee can also help maintain optimal insulin levels for diabetes management. While all of these probably sound great, most of us slowly lose our ability to stomach our favorite drink as we grow older. While coffee does great things to our body system, it can also stimulate your stomach acids, causing symptoms such as diarrhea and dehydration. Caffeine has been labeled as a common trigger for most people dealing with acid reflux and gastroesophageal reflux disease, or GERD. The good news is there is such thing as low acid coffee, which helps with all these symptoms and also means you don't have to give up your morning cup of brew. In this video, I want to take a closer look at low acid coffee and the many health benefits of switching your regular cup of coffee to this healthier option. So to start off, why does the acidity level of coffee matter? When companies offer low acid coffee, they're essentially referring to the pH levels of your drink. The lower the number on the pH scale, the more acidic the substance is. With higher numbers, you get alkalinity. Regular coffee is almost always on the acidic side, ranging from 4.85 to 5.13 on the pH scale. Our internal body conditions generally favor a neutral pH level, or 7 on the scale, which is why the acidity levels of coffee don't usually sit well on people's stomachs. In spite of this, most coffee drinkers will easily consume 2 or 3 cups of coffee a day, causing the acidity to accumulate and result in health issues like irritable bowel syndrome, GERD, and numerous digestive conditions. This doesn't mean all the acids in our coffee are bad. There are actually over 30 different kinds of natural acids in our coffee, and among these, the 2 most important ones are 1. Chlorogenic acid. This acid is packed with antioxidants and other nutritious substances that offer us health benefits. You can consider this a good acid. On the other hand, we have quinic acid, which is a harmful byproduct of the roasting processes. If your coffee hasn't been roasted properly, reheated frequently, or burned, it will have higher concentrations of quinic acid, which results in heartburn and an aggravated stomach lining. This leads us back to what low acid coffee is and why it's better for people in conditions such as GERD. Low acid coffee is essentially a coffee variety that has been treated and roasted to have minimal concentrations of quinic acid. This means that it will still contain all the flavor and health benefits from chlorogenic acids, but it won't result in stomach problems or a burning sensation in your abdomen. Sounds like the best of both worlds, right? So while most regular coffees have a pH level ranging from 4.85 to 5.13, low acid coffee varieties mostly have a pH level right around 6, which is quite close to the neutral pH conditions preferable for our bodies. Even if you don't have a stomach or digestive condition irritated by the acidity in coffee, low acid coffee is overall healthier for your body, especially if you consume coffee on a daily basis. For example, regular coffee can be detrimental to both your tooth enamel and can be particularly harsh for people with IBS and can promote the formation of stomach ulcers. Whereas low acid coffee is less irritating for people with dairy intolerances, gastric ulcers, or gluten allergies. Not to mention, it has higher antioxidant levels, making it enriched with amazing anti-inflammatory properties. Each of the benefits of low acid coffee starts with how the coffee is grown as well as how it's processed. When looking for a healthy low acid coffee, you will find some of the best places to obtain your low acid coffee beans are Peru, Nicaragua, like LifeBoost coffee variety, Mexico, as well as Guatemala. These beans are then either processed through a dry or semi-dry process. Dry processing is one of the oldest coffee processing methods known and is a natural process consisting of sun-drying freshly picked coffee cherries before storing them. After about a week has passed, these cherries are removed from the storage and the outer layer is peeled off, resulting in a low acid coffee with delicious earthy tones. The second potential process used to create low acid coffee is a semi-drying process, also called wet hulling. During this process, the fruit is separated from the coffee beans and the skin is peeled off immediately. The remaining pulp is left to dry under the sun for a week, offering a low coffee variety with a rich combination of flavors. Just like with any plant or food, the soil and environment can greatly impact the acidity and nutrients found in your coffee. At LifeBoost, we use a technique often referred to as inadvertent low acid coffee to ensure that our coffee beans are low in acidity and easier on digestion. Just like with any plant or food, the soil and environment can greatly impact the acidity and the nutrients found in your coffee. And this technique depends on Nicaragua's low acid and highly fertile soils themselves. When you are looking for a low acid coffee, there are a few qualities you want to make sure that your coffee beans have. To start with, Arabica beans are known to have exceptionally low acid levels. You'll also want to get freshly roasted beans in small batches. Try to brew your coffee beans for a longer period of time to reduce the acidity levels as well. You can also add some non-dairy milk or creamer to help neutralize coffee acids, with almond milk being a great option. Additionally, you might want to opt for either a dark roast coffee bean or reach for a cold brew. Dark roasts are brewed for a longer period of time at lower temperatures than lighter or medium roasts, which will either burn off the acids or leave them unextracted from the coffee bean oils, resulting with a lower acid brew. Cold brew coffee also tends to have a lower acidity. If you steep your coffee grounds in cold water for 12 to 24 hours, you can create a brew that is 65 to 75% lower in acid content than what you started with. So whether you have been experiencing stomach discomfort caused by your regular cup of coffee, or you're thinking about your long-term health and wellness, low acid coffee is an easy switch to your daily diet. If you're looking to make a switch, our LifeBoost coffee beans are a great healthy brand of low acid coffee, and our regular LifeBoost coffee drinkers have reported better liver and pancreatic functioning, not to mention improvements in digestion. If you want to know more about LifeBoost, just follow the link in this video's description. We break down the specifics on how we grow our coffee, as well as how it's roasted and processed to ensure our beans are the healthiest beans on the market.